Hi there, I'm your host Rachel Bays, and welcome to the third and final episode of Safety 2017 TV.
My name is Ken Daigle, and I am the ASSE Risk Assessment Institute Chairman, and I work, my full-time job is daytime is working for BP as the Vice President of Safety for our corporate office. I'm a mechanical engineer by background, always working in the oil and gas industry, and in the late 90s we had a series of significant incidents. And that's when I kind of migrated from kind of hard technical mechanical engineering into more safety. And the kind of theme that underlies all of what I've done still has been risk assessment. So that's kind of where my passion led me. I've been coming to ASSE PDC meetings for about 5 years now. I always look forward to all the sessions and learning from what others are doing and hearing new ideas and tools and ways to do it better, because everybody's working towards the same goal. The idea was really to just kind of give younger professionals an opportunity to ask questions about the profession, and especially with respect to risk assessment, because it is sort of a newer element that many safety professionals haven't encountered or experienced, have a lot of skill in. And the Institute is really designed to help develop that in safety professionals to help them better their own careers within their own businesses. And so this was just, I think, an opportunity for us to share some of the opportunities, insights, what works, what doesn't work, and how it might help them in their future career.
My name is Mark Galley, and I'm the president of Think Reliability based out of Houston, Texas. The topic today is on 5 whys, how to use this simple but confused, frequently misapplied, and highly underutilized tool. So 5 whys is well known. There are a lot of organizations that use 5 whys. There are a lot of organizations that don't use 5 whys. There's just an opportunity to improve the understanding of how to take an issue, any issue, safety incident, break it down into parts, and provide a clear explanation of what happened and why, so that you can identify solutions on how to prevent it. The highlights in the session are understanding why a 5 why doesn't have to be repeatable, that everyone in your organization isn't going to build the same 5 why, but that is not an issue. You can take information from different people, combine it into one complete explanation of an incident to provide a thorough explanation and find better solutions. One of the benefits of attending the session is really the simplicity of the approach. There's much more to an incident or a safety incident than just 3 or 4 or 5 why questions, but it's a great way to start an investigation. So one of the takeaways is how quick and simple this tool is to get any investigation started that can be expanded into much more detail.
Hi, my name's Gabriel Meal. I'm the PRAST Practice Specialty Administrator for the Fire Protection Practice Specialty. I'm also the Senior Health and Safety Manager for GE Transportation in Erie, Pennsylvania. If I think about why we come here as safety professionals, it's all about the engagement piece. What we put into this event, what we put into safety, is what we get out of it. So Dan McNeil contacted myself and Leo DeBobes, both with practice specialties, and said, hey, we'd like to provide another opportunity for people to engage. So we talked about a couple of different ways to do that, and we came up with a role play station based around an event. And what we came up with was just putting a scenario out that people could get engaged with, bounce ideas off of each other, and at the end of the day, it really becomes about the engagement and just sharing with each other. So from a practice specialty standpoint, this is very near and dear to our hearts. We've done roundtables for the past 4 or 5 years just around emergency management. And this is really taking it to the next level. Taking what we learned in those roundtables, what we got from our participants, and actually again allowing them a better place to practice, a better place to share, making it a little bit more real, giving that better value to people, and just increasing and enhancing that learning experience. And I think the event stations, the role-playing stations, the creation station, the inspiration station, the fail jam, it's just ways to get really engaged, again, learn off of each other and really kind of take safety to that next level. Get up here, participate, it's open, there's plenty of board space. Put your comments up, we like to look at it. This will allow us to build on events for the next couple of years. This will allow us to build on what we offer to our practice specialties, what we focus on, and it's really gonna just help us keep learning.
I'm Rick Pollock. I'm the president of CLMI, and I'm also heavily involved with ASSE in a number of different ways. And I'm really glad to be here in Denver at the PDC. We tend to sponsor the PDC because it's where most of the people are. We also sponsor the certificate programs, the new ISO 45001 certificate program and the risk assessment certificate program. My area of specialty is human error and human behavior. And the better we understand that people are going to error all the time, they're going to make mistakes, they're going to misperceive things. So what we need to do from a risk assessment standpoint is recognize that when an employee is exposed to a high-risk situation and the only thing between them and serious injury or death is a decision, we need to create an engineering barrier, or we need to create systems and methods so we're not relying just on that person. The better we understand the risks of an operation, from severity and frequency, and being able to engineer out those risks, the better we are as professionals of making sure people go home safe at the end of the day. One of the things about CLMI is we're a training and education company. And I'm the first one to tell you that training is not the solution to improving all safety. But if people don't know what they're supposed to do, if they don't know what the risks and the hazards are that they face, then they're going to make decisions that aren't good. So we have sequential training so people can actually learn the basics and then progress the way through so they can truly make better decisions at work. I hope you'll stop by, say hi, smile, shake my hand. I might even buy you a cup of coffee because there's a coffee place right over there.
It is my distinct pleasure to present the 2017 ASSE Safety Management Innovation Award. Samantha Horseman.
Hi, my name's Sam Horseman, and I'm the Human Energy Management Team Lead for Saudi Aramco. And my background in safety is that I've always been fascinated by the undetected human signals that we give off. And throughout my work and the work that we've been doing in our research is that we've been able to create systems that actually detect the undetected. So our submission for this year was a real interesting one. We tackled a real problem of traffic safety. Why do we speed? So we asked that question to our high-risk drivers, and we learned a lot from the behavior that they gave back to us. From that, we then built a system that looks at your eyes, your brain, where you connect to the steering wheel, where your feet connect to the pedals, and where you sit in the seat as a driver. Detecting all that information allowed us to build profiles around drivers. Most importantly, it enabled us to predict high risk, medium risk, and low risk drivers as a screening tool. And above that, we wanted the drivers to come away with a learning experience. So we actually then created a biofeedback system, a relay, that allowed drivers to know when they were getting a little bit tense, their hand sensoring systems on the driving wheel, their brain signals that we were detecting, the tension that they were feeling in their body, the pressure that they were putting on the pedals. We were able to capture all that, and then from those profiles created a biofeedback system that would allow a little vibration to be inputted into the seat. And this enabled a driver to connect with a sciatic nerve and gave the information that, oh, something's not right here. We're now working on this amazing invention. We've come up with a nanoskin electrode combined with a phone that converts into an AED life-saving device and then connects to the cloud to send cardioversion and cardiosimulation signals, so that we not only can save a life in remote areas such as the rigs and the plants, but also enables us to connect through cloud computing, sending various different signals to a heart, a human heart. So we're really excited about this, and we continue to develop, and there's always something else around the next corner. What I've really learned about safety is that we as professionals have a profound ability to having great knowledge. And what I've really excited about in the conversations that I've had at the conference is leveraging technology, the Internet of Everything, the human-computer interface. I think we're moving into the artificial realm of artificial intelligence, and I think having incredible conferences like this is all about creating the future. And I think in the future, we will be just amazed at what we can do in relation to saving lives and keeping our world safe.
My name is David Natalizia, and I'm the practice line leader for safety for Bureau Veritas North America. The ASSC conference is unique. One of the things that separates this conference from other ways to get information or develop yourself professionally is that we've got tremendous gathering of safety professionals, and they give you a chance not just to network, but to maybe have some serendipitous experiences with who you might run into, what you might learn. Our educational program's unparalleled. You've got so many great concurrent educational sessions, and then we've got general sessions that have got top name thought leaders from all over the business world. And we've got an expo that brings together products and technologies and services that are of use to our membership. So this is really an event that you can't duplicate in any other fashion. This is a can't miss event. There are a number of highlights in this conference, and I would say this year is a good example. Some of the progression of things like risk-based approaches to safety, new approaches in data collection and the use of analytics, and I would even go so far as to say new approaches to old things are being explained here. You can go up and down these very aisles in the expo hall where we are now and see things related to ladder safety or fire extinguishers or lockout tagout, which most of us consider to be things that are pretty mature technologically, and you see things that have enhanced even that. And then on the management side, there's a lot of new ways to handle the flood of data that we're all experiencing these days, and our innovation station. That's one thing in particular. You look out on the outside of the expo hall and how there's technologies being used to put sensors in place to predict things about employee conditions that you couldn't even imagine just a few years ago. There are a number of reasons why somebody should attend ASSC's PDC and Expo. Some folks I know who work remotely or who work in very specialized industries love to come here for the cross-pollination and things from other industries or countries or other groups. But then there are other folks who don't have a lot of time to sift through the cutting-edge technologies that are out there, and you can learn a lot in a short period of time. And then in some cases, just being together with the leaders, either in your field as a whole or in a certain specialty. This is a conference where that after you've been, you realize the value. You hear, oh, okay, yeah, what is it? I can go online, I can look at catalogs, I can read abstracts. When you come here, you really realize there's something special about this many professionals gathering together, and that it's an experience that is very worthwhile for people young and old in different parts of the profession and different practices. And it's the kind of thing you have to really see it and feel it to believe it, so you should come to ASSC's PDC.
That's it for Safety 2017 TV. Join us next year in San Antonio for the Safety 2018 convention.